Hi, I'm Kitaal, and I hope you enjoyed this story. I was 19 and the weekend was up. I were going to go to a local after-school bar at my college. It was going to be a good weekend. My friends were going to meet me there later. You had to go home and dress and shower first. Deal was, come when you're ready. I was there a little after 7. A small crowd had already gathered. Many I recognized from school, others were strangers to me. I went to the bar, had a beer. I had been sitting at a table for around 20 minutes when a tall skinny boy with baggy pants and a way too big t-shirt comes over and sits down with me. He starts talking to me and hitting on me. I turn him down by saying, "Sorry, I'm just here to have a drink with my friends and have a good time." He sulked a little and left. So I thought it was fine. I could see him at another table sulking and staring at me. I saw Emma and Brenda at the door, so I forgot all about him and we were just having a good time from now. Well, I told them about him and they laughed a little and said I should just forget about it and move on, that there was nothing I could do. Time went by and I didn't even remember him anymore. I couldn't see him at the other table, so I thought, well, he just went home. Emma and I wanted to go to the bathroom, which was placed in the basement. She was taking a long time finishing, so I was just standing outside the bathroom, waiting. When he walked up again, he was like 6'7", and I'm 5'2". He walked straight to me and put his hand on the wall above me and leaned into my ear and said that we needed to have sex, or he would hurt me big time. I have a knife and I'm not afraid to use it. Then he leaned back and looked at me. I shook my head and ran into the bathroom, yelling for Emma, just as she came out of the stall. I told her about him, and she looked outside. Couldn't see anyone. There was no one outside. He was just gone. I was scared. I was shaking. We talked about it for a little and waited to see if he would come back, but he didn't. She said we just had to stay together and nothing bad would happen. My guy friend said that I should do nothing and explained that they had read online that these guys were frightened boys that would never dare to do anything in real life. I didn't like it. I was really scared and just wanted to go home, but my friends talked me into staying. For the next hour I just sat there and hugged Emma really tightly, looking around all the time, but I didn't see him again. But I knew now that even though I couldn't see him, he could be there somewhere. Around midnight, all 5 of us was out having some fresh air. Brenda had a crush on one of the guys, and me just wanting to be a good friend offered to help her start a conversation. So we went over there and they started talking. In a minute or so I could see I was going to be the third wheel, so I winked at her, she winked at me, and I made some bad excuse and went back to the others. He came out of nowhere, grabbed my arm, stroked me against the wall. I saw the knife at once. It wasn't that big, but in his hands it just seemed scary. I could feel my heart pumping by now. He didn't say much this time. He was just there. I couldn't see anything but him. I looked for Emma and Brenda, but they didn't see anything. I could see Brenda talking to the guy, with her back to me. I was really scared, and I was stunned that he had the audacity to just move at me like that. Just then there was some commotion, just a heartbeat away, and he let go of me for a second, and I saw my chance and ran. I came stumbling in and fell over one of the guys, hugging him and just holding him, crying. I didn't know what to do. I told them again about this guy. I was done for the day. I just wanted to tell the bouncer or the barman what happened, but my friend said it wouldn't do anything. There was no proof, so they couldn't do anything. By now I was really scared. I could feel myself shaking. Derek looked at me and said, "You don't want to be a little snitch telling everybody that you can't handle a small boy." It's just not fair. And aren't you sure that you just misinterpreted the situation? I was really put down, and I think they saw it. I just felt like I was gonna cry. One beer, then we'll get you home. 3 beers later, they just wanted to play beer pong. Everyone was a bit drunk now. I was shaking wreck by now, so I called a cab even though it would be a short 6-minute walk home. The cab company have a really cool service where they send you a text when they're there. I got the text and packed my stuff and went outside. I was paranoid, I was scared. I didn't know what to do and I didn't know where he was. I felt like everyone was after me and he was lurking around every corner. Just as I got outside, I saw someone else take the cab. I turned around to go inside again and call a new one. He grabbed me by the throat and slammed me against the glass door, so the glass broke. It really hurt. He took the knife and cut open my shirt. I was terrified. My legs gave in. I started to cry. My hands grabbed for anything in thin air, but there was nothing. My vision got all blurry. That's when I heard a deep voice. "Get off her, now." It was the bouncer. He grabbed the knife and threw it away, while he gave the guy a punch in the chest. The guy fell down, grabbed the bottle, smashed it on the side of the bouncer's face. I saw the blood at once. In seconds, 2 of the bouncers were over him. I was screaming. I felt like I was gonna die. And I could have if it hadn't been for the bouncer. He got me in a cab and sent me home. Today I'm still scared to go outside. I know he could be lurking at every corner, because we never did get to report it to the police, and our friends never did get the whole story. From now on, I take care of my friends, even though they don't take care of me. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you like it, please subscribe for more stories and like my Facebook page. And please look out for more stories in the future.